Stalin's Palace of Soviets, the skyscraper that would have dwarfed the Empire State Building. 1931. Stalin blows up Moscow's holiest cathedral. Why? To build Earth's tallest structure. A skyscraper topped with a 300-foot Lenin statue visible from 60 miles away. The Palace of Soviets would prove Soviet superiority forever. Spoiler, it became a swimming pool. Imagine the Empire State Building, now imagine bigger. 1,365 feet tall, a Lenin statue so massive, his arm alone weighs more than the Statue of Liberty. This wasn't a sketch. Construction actually started. The main hall would hold 21,000 people, walls covered in gold, marble from across the Soviet Empire. Stalin wanted it finished by 1942, a monument that would last 1,000 years and dwarf capitalism itself. The foundation pit? Deep enough to swallow a 10-story building. Steel framework began rising in 1939. Thousands of workers, the biggest construction project on Earth. Stalin personally inspected progress, demanding perfection. From any direction approaching Moscow, you'd see Lenin's statue first, towering over everything, arm pointing toward the communist future. Inside, you'd feel like an ant. That was the point. Plot twist. Moscow is built on a swamp. The ground is basically wet clay and underground rivers. The foundation flooded constantly. Engineers knew the truth. 1.5 million tons would sink 6 inches every year. In 2 decades, it would collapse into the earth. Nobody dared tell Stalin. Then in 1937, he started executing people, including the architects. The project lost its leaders. Everyone was too terrified to admit it wouldn't work. If you're fascinated by these impossible architectural visions that almost changed history, I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe to Unbuilt Visions. Hit that like button too. It helps us uncover more forgotten megaprojects. All right, back to Stalin's disaster. June 1941. Nazi Germany invades. Construction stops instantly. The steel framework melted down for tanks. The massive pit abandoned and flooded. Stalin's ultimate monument literally became a lake while Moscow burned. After the war, millions needed homes. Stalin needed a victory monument. He got neither. The flooded pit just sat there. Too expensive to fill, impossible to build on. Here's the crazy part. In 1960, they turned it into a swimming pool. For 50 years, Russians swam where the world's tallest building was supposed to stand. The most expensive pool in history, heated year-round, built on the ruins of Soviet megalomania. But wait, there's more. When the USSR collapsed in 1991, Russia rebuilt the original cathedral Stalin destroyed. By 2000, those golden domes returned to the exact same spot. From cathedral to failed skyscraper to swimming pool back to cathedral, full circle. 70 years of history, and the church won. Today, tourists visit the cathedral with no idea a 1,000-year monument to communism was supposed to tower above them. Stalin's palace exists only as dusty models in museums. Sometimes the earth itself says no. This was Unbuilt Visions, the architecture that never was.